Gavin and I love Kansas City. It is and always will be our home. The people are kind, the rent is cheap, and the weather includes all 4 seasons. But just outside of our urban oasis in the middle of America's heartland, we're surrounded on all sides by the most ardent, hardcore Trump supporters in the entire nation. In fact, our home state of Missouri has to be one of the most MAGA states in the entire country. From our sycophantic governor, Mike Parsons, who kisses Trump's ass at every opportunity, to our senators, Josh Hawley and Eric Schmidt. And of course, the state's legislature, which is controlled at every level by, you guessed it, the Republican Party. I repeat, this is a state that loves Donald Trump. With a touch of fear and a dash of loathing, we decided to venture out of the Casa del Vanguard and away from the comforts of civilized society to see what these folks had to say for themselves and what life was really like deep in the heart of Trump land.
What is this place?
Branson, Missouri. My dad says it's like Vegas if it were run by Ned Flanders.
Branson, Missouri, the Ned Flanders Las Vegas. I haven't been here since I was a kid, but in many ways it's exactly what I remember.
I thought they give us free breakfast too.
Dude, I know, right? I wonder if it's any good.
We try it the first day, and if it doesn't suck, at least go there for like coffee when we wake up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, might as well. Might as well. We're here at the hotel, though.
Yeah, honestly, and it's not nearly as shitty as we thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a real dumper, but I mean, don't want to speak too soon. Knock on wood, we haven't opened the door yet.
Yeah, let's see how the room is, but so far a decent place.
Oh yeah, and honestly, pretty kitschy, pretty fun. The concierge guy was really fun.
Yup.
He's a nice guy.
Got some great recommendations from that gentleman.
Yeah, I'm hoping that treehouse place he put us on to.
Yeah, that's. Oh, excuse me.
762. We're gonna be down this way. Okay.
Excuse us.
There is no way to deny it. Filming this kind of content is inherently cringe.
Oh, I know. But
Honestly,
who gives a fuck?
I know, right? I'm like, that's kind of fun. We'll give you guys the royal tour. Gavin, you can head on in. Looks totally reasonable. No blood on the floor. No obvious bullet holes.
And let's see this view of beautiful Branson, Missouri.
Oh man,
Oh, can we not open this all the way?
paved paradise to put up a parking lot. But if you stretch your minds,
Hey, we got a castle in the distance.
there we go. That's you know, people fly to Europe for that shit.
Exactly. It's not a bad view. The camera never does it justice.
Oh yeah. After honestly a pretty breezy journey. What would you say, Gavin? Would you say it was a pretty breezy journey?
Oh yeah, absolutely. An easy drive from Kansas City over to the Ozarks. In fact, we've been talking about how we need to take more advantage of our own state of Missouri. There's so much natural beauty out here that we honestly don't take enough advantage of.
Dude, I know. Everybody talks so much shit on Missouri, the flatlands. To be honest, I'm guilty of this. I talk a lot of shit on Missouri, on the heartland, but that's because we stay in northern Missouri, which does kind of suck geographically. It's very plain, very unremarkable,
It's a little
I
more
would say.
boring.
Yeah, but when you come down here into the Ozarks, you're like, holy shit, this is like, you know, an amazing landscape, very unique.
It feels more
To the area.
southern down here in this part of Missouri too.
Oh yeah, which we both honestly prefer, I would say. I would
Oh,
say
yeah.
that I love the South. Anybody who doesn't love the South, I think you're sus.
Agreed. Yeah, everyone's super chill down here too so far. It's good to check out Branson again.
Yeah. Gavin and I have been in Branson for all of 45 minutes, and that means we are approaching beer o'clock. What say you, my good man?
Yeah, it is. It's getting close to about that time. Got to find the best watering hole down here in Branson, Missouri. Doesn't seem to be a ton of bars, but this is, you know, the Vegas of Missouri, so we're gonna find one.
Yep. You know, as we said earlier, we are determined to find the vice in the viceless city. Time.
I would say we gotta find the sin.
We gotta find
We
the
gotta
sin
find the sin.
in
Put it
Sin.
back in Sin City.
once and for all.
Yup.
Yep.
You said no gambling here.
No gambling, no strip clubs,
I guess
nothing.
it's the Ned Flanders, right?
Exactly. It's the Vice City without the vice.
Exactly.
That's America, baby. That's the new America.
Yup.
Waitress just came by and gave us 2 free shots, so we are going to do the Tropic Punch. What the fuck is this called?
Treehouse Punch. It looks like a Shrek juice to me. That's what I've been calling it, but you ready to down this motherfucker?
Cheers, bro. Tastes like Shrek. Cheers, you right back, my good sir. Yeah, dude, been a pretty easy, effortless trip so far. We're excited to get into the thick of it. Tomorrow, we're right next to a Donald Trump superstore. Gonna have to hit that up. And our waitress is really nice. That's nice to know. Gonna try and pry out some good local tidbits, although she said she just moved here, so maybe not so lucky. Having a good time?
Yup, I was just saying if there's one thing I know, it's how to drink a beer. And even here in Branson, Missouri, we're at the Craig's Crazy Treehouse, the Fun Town, apparently is what they call this place. And it is pretty fun so far. We're glad to be here in one piece.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of notes are you getting from that guy, Gavin?
I mean, a lot of coconut. It's not subtle. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Honestly, I appreciate that.
It's better than Malibu, though.
Oh,
you know?
way better than Malibu.
This is solid shit, and apparently they have their own brand here. You don't see that at a lot of, restaurants or bars, so that's pretty exciting shit.
Yeah. And you said the quesadilla was fire.
The quesadilla was actually surprisingly good. Yeah, it was actually really,
For bar food?
really good for just like a random joint out in the Ozarks in the middle of Branson, Missouri. So, yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Let's try this.
Off to a great start. Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Oh, all down the hatch at once. You're brave. Wind is getting windier. You know, it's weird kind of... I feel like the Ozarks has a weird vibe mix of like tropical and like the Wild West. You know, you get kind of like some Jimmy Buffett vibes, but also like, you know, you kind of feel like you're in the Old West.
Oh, yeah. We stopped into this Dalton's Express, and the wind is getting fucking gnarlier than ever before. To be honest, I'm starting to get intimidated for the first time, but this is for content, baby. Got a Snickers bar, refueling, rocking and rolling. Gavin got some agua, some H2O.
Had to hydrate after those shots.
Bro, I know, I had to get the Snickers bar in me after those shots. I was like, fuck my life, I gotta get some food in me. But we're rocking and rolling, dude. It's gonna be a great adventure, and we're gonna keep soldiering on.
I hope we make it. This is getting crazy. I'm glad I have long hair so you can see a visual representation of just how windy it truly is out here. You can probably hear it also, but I feel like one of those news anchors, you know, they sit down into the middle of the hurricane.
I know, it's literally blowing me as I'm standing up here. It is really windy. I mean, you guys have to understand how windy it has to be for this to be considered historic for the Ozarks. What I'm really hoping for is that we get caught in something fucking horrible, but we're you know, spry and youthful enough that we survive, and that carries us to a new level of clout on the internet. We'll keep marching on. Vanguard is fearless, and we're gonna stick it out as long as we can.
It's getting windier.
Yeah.
Historic 75-mile-an-hour winds here.
This is America, bro.
According to my phone, there's a tornado warning too, so we might have actually stumbled into Twister Zone, Twister Mania out here in Missouri.
Yep, dude, you guys didn't know it, but we're entering our storm chaser era. We're about to be caught in the middle of a nadir.
Apparently.
We're looking forward to, yeah, it's windy as fuck out here, guys. This is Twister country, but we're looking out at this guy right now. Gavin, what do you have to say for yourself?
What's up, everyone? I'm double fisting the coffees this morning. I got a cold brew and a
a regular, don't love drinking Starbucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do out here in this godless land.
When you have a wicked hangover.
Yeah, had a couple beers last night, more than a couple.
Shots at 4:30.
Shots at 4:30. But we're about to go hit up, hopefully, what is the oldest restaurant in Branson?
Over 100 years old, family owned.
I'm gonna ask for a new cup, bro. Let's see if the coffee's any good. These eggs are extra expensive too because of the bird flu or whatever.
Yeah, dude. The inflation has not stopped, but the food looks freaking amazing. We're really excited. The food was mid and the coffee was dog shit. What does this country come to when you can't even get a decent breakfast in the heartland? But it wasn't all for nothing. I'm seated outside the Branson Cafe, and I just heard this morning the most deranged QAnon-pilled woman I've ever heard in my entire life. That's one thing I can report back to you guys, Gonzo style. Gavin couldn't even hear her, okay? I don't know if I have good hearing or Gavin has bad hearing, but I was able to hear this woman clear as day, and her own date, husband, boyfriend, not sure, was totally uninterested, but she keeps droning on and on and on, like women bashing, talking about how the vaccine is melting children's brains, and then also going on a long tangent about how, you know, the strong women aren't going to support the lazy women. She seemed to have very all across the board talking points, but the guy across from her was totally uninterested in what she had to say, and she just continued unaffected to plow on and on and on. And I was left to try and decipher what part of the internet is this woman on.
All right, we're leaving the Five and Dime store, which seems to be super popular, advertised as a bit of a nostalgia shop. However, seemingly filled to the brim with just a bunch of useless garbage, if we're being honest. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, you know, I was prepared to walk in with the whole prose reference to Midnight in Paris. Out of the Past was the name of the shop, and its items consisted of memories, but really that just consisted of a bunch of late-state capitalist crap and satisfy. It's like, honestly, it was like a real-life Temu store, I think is honestly a good way of putting it. A bunch of stuff that you could buy, but probably had no reason to. Sometimes it scratches an itch, but Gavin and I found ourselves walking away empty-handed.
Yeah, nothing very old-timey, unfortunately. Just a bunch of, like, cheap plastic Chinese crap.
One row had a bunch of kitchen stuff that I was like, why is this in here? You know, it was just like...
Yeah. I mean, some of the stuff you might find a deal on, but it just wasn't really old-timey, not a lot of local goods, so bit of a disappointment, but that's always an issue with touristy areas.
Yeah. Speaking of cheap, useless garbage, we headed to Walmart to gather some much-needed supplies.
Crafts.
February 12th through March 31st.
All right, pick up a gun here if we want. You're at Walmart, they don't ask for your ID even. Might have to pick this up too, it's only $9.99. Well, shit.
Alright, it looks like we found what we're looking for. I think we could just get poster board. Do we need like an actual canvas?
Oh, true.
Probably.
Maybe this would be good. Oh, that's like a bunch of them though.
Yeah, here's a big old sketch thing that might work. But I feel like we could just find a big thing
It
of...
needs to be sturdy though.
Yeah.
Because it might be windy.
Yeah, one of us will probably have to hold it. Or we could... I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably have to alternate filming each other during these.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured too. Yep, here we go. Got all of the merchandise. All right, Gavin, tell everybody about your new toy. What'd you cop?
Oh yeah, I grabbed this Godzilla. Super cheap. That's one thing you can't take away from Walmart. You know, cheap goods. This is pretty cool shit. So, you know, we got this in addition to the materials to make this sign, which we're going to use as bait. Hopefully catch some fish.
He meticulously takes the time to make each marking. shading it in one at a time. The families go by as he makes his way. He does not be maneuvered.
Shit, I'm running out of ink already.
What a metaphor for this lifetime.
Oh, fuck.
The artist always running out of ink. A half-finished sign, a half-baked cake, one egg too short in this economy. We've overstayed our welcome.
We just parked at this abandoned motel. Hopefully we're good to be here. Hopefully no one messes with us. But yeah, we're gonna set up shop basically on the sidewalk next to this Trump store. A whole store devoted to MAGA, and we got a question for him.
What's up, everybody? We're outside of the Trump Superstore. We're down here in Branson, Missouri, and we're going to see if anybody has a message for the liberals.
As you guys might be able to see in the background here, not only is this a Trump outlet store, but it's a Dixie Outfitters, and that doesn't look like the classic American flag, Zach. Looks like a different flag in the background of this store's iconography. We're gonna find out here today on this cloudy afternoon in Branson. Not as sunny as it was, not as windy as it was, but let's hope some folks come out.
Yesterday was beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. That's why Gavin and I just got hammered. You know, Gonzo style, soaked it in. We walked 7.5 miles up and down this road yesterday to really soak it in, find out where we wanted to set up shop. And we're hoping that we don't have to be here all fucking day to get anybody to talk to us. Maybe nobody will talk to us, and that will be the story of this, that nobody has a message for liberals, that they're like, read them and weep. We'll see what happens, you know? I'm ready for anyone to come up and talk to us and share their message. It's a little bit different when you do a live stream with no live viewers, you know? Oh, tangled up with a microphone.
Make sure these people, when they pass, see
Oh, they're going to see the sign, bro. People know we're out here. I don't want to...
what's on the sign.
True. If you're curious, you'll pull over and ask us and deliver what your message is. See, they see our sign. People see our sign. They're going to come out here. And if this location doesn't work, we could also go back down to the main historic area in Branson.
Or the other Trump outlet.
True.
That one also looks like it was popping.
If people just ignore us here, that's fine. That's still good footage. You know, if nobody has a message, nobody has a message. In this country, you're free to speak or be silent. Oh, see, that person intentionally drove away from us. Sad reacts only. We're asking what the message to liberals are. I mean, I would be shocked if nobody has a message, but maybe nobody does. There we go. Oh, they're gonna see the sign, bro. Here, we can walk a little bit closer if you're getting in. Honestly, I just want people to think we're charming, strapping young men. You know, we're basically Boy Scouts. You know what I mean? My hand tattoos probably off-putting. Gavin's long hair probably off-putting.
I promise I'm not trans.
Yeah, exactly. He detransitioned. Our first customer, no dice.
If you can get out,
That's true.
you're not gonna jump out.
Yeah. That's true. I remember this really reminds me of when I was a kid selling Boy Scout popcorn. You know, you're just somewhere nobody really wants you to be, but there is a sense of obligation about the transaction you're about to have. Like, whoever comes up, they do feel obligated. Are we rolling at all?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. That's an interesting turn of events over here. Thank you. I'm not sure. She said, "God bless this country," I think. And honestly, that is one of the major themes that I think the message that people would want to leave to us from my interaction is that the people here love this country, man. And that is something that we've talked about a lot. Gavin and I are now heading to our second Trump Superstore of the trip. It won't be our last. We're hoping that we have a little bit better luck at this one. Nobody wanted to talk to us at the last one. That was funny.
Yeah, it was right off a road, kind of a weird location. We're hoping for better results this time. We're gonna see.
Like a lioness hunting for prey, Gavin looks for people to respond to his question. What is your message to liberals? He's waving the sign. He wants to know. The desperation is setting in. He needs content. This trip cannot be for naught. But unfortunately, if you take one look at this son of a bitch, you are going to be like, oh yeah, you voted for the Green Party. Oh, you probably didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding, obviously, but not really. This dude does not look like he voted for the Furrier Trump. And we got to work on our undercover skills. I'm over here in a, hoodie and jeans and a New Heights hat. I thought that would do the trick. But I don't know. I just think there's a vibe about us that even though we grew up in Kansas City, the local folks take one look at us and sniff us out. Something that the left is going to have to reckon with for sure.
Here, let's get a look at that Donald Trump golf cart really quickly.
Yeah, here we are in front of the man himself.
Do you have any questions for the president?
And yeah, we're really hoping that, people are willing to talk to us. Who knows? We don't look too intimidating, I don't think. But you never know with folks, So who knows what's going to happen, but we're rooting for some good communication.
We missed that guy's message, but we're going to catch the next one. People shouting from cars, but nobody coming up to really engage with us so far. We've got the man Gavin holding the sign. I'm back here with the gimbal. We thought the gimbal made us look more professional. Maybe it makes us look more intimidating. Maybe we should go the old school vlogger route, Gavin. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that intimidating. I don't think that's the issue so far. It just doesn't seem like there's a ton of foot traffic today. A little bit cloudy. Yeah. I'm not sure. But yeah, no luck yet.
We're going to keep an eye out for it. It's kind of like meteorology. Yesterday we got caught in a windstorm, kind of out of nowhere. We're hoping to get caught up in a windstorm of a different sort of kind today. We survived one nadir. Let's get to another. What's your message to liberals of America? You would think that'd be a popular question outside of a Donald Trump store, but maybe, we got to think outside of the box. Maybe we got to go somewhere else. We're going to camp out here for a little while longer and hope that we find somebody to engage with us. Hey, that dog's barking for us. Somebody's into it. We've got the animals on our side. This guy, he has a message. I can tell. I think people don't know what the fuck is going on with us.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they think we're protesting or what. I feel like the one thing we might need that we might be missing is like more of like a station, like a table or a chair, so it doesn't just look like we're two assholes on the side of the road with a sign protesting outside of a Trump store. But someone at some point is going to walk up. Someone.
So we didn't have a ton of luck outside the Trump superstore with our sign that said, "What's your message to liberals?" You'd think with all of the gloating and celebrating and in-your-face rubbing that Donald Trump loves to do, we thought these people would be just bum rushing us at the opportunity to shout out and gloat at our liberal audience. We went through the Trump megastore. We went to 2 Trump megastores. We tried to wave people down. We weren't aggressive. Maybe we have to be aggressive. We're not sure. We're going to try another modest approach and try a new message. This one is just going to say, give us your take. Are you optimistic, Gavin?
Yeah, I'm hoping that people take the bait this time. We might go back to one of the Trump centers at some point later in the afternoon to see if more folks are walking through. But yeah, it's a busy day down here in Branson. Let's see if anyone's down to chat with us.
Sitting out on a park bench in a pretty busy-ish crossroads of downtown Branson. We're hoping we have better luck here. Waiting on Gavin to get back from going to the bathroom. Looks like he has arrived.
What's up?
Say hello to the camera, Gavin.
How's it going?
We are gonna give it another go from here. If you actually follow me back over to the car, I redesigned our sign. You guys can judge in the comments who is the artiste of the Vanguard podcast, because you know what? Definitely isn't me. You know, I don't even give graphic design as my passion. I give graphic design as hopeless for you.
Graphic design is not your passion.
Yep. So Gavin, you know what? He ran out of marker, but this is really nice. This is nice and eye-catching. This is
fine. I mean, it kind of looks like a kid made it.
Wait till he says it looks like a kid made it. Wait till we flip it around. Here we go. Give us your takes for fun. LOL. You know what? I wanted it to have the office smiley face approach. You know what I mean? The last one was too intimidating. It was so bold. It was so aggressive. You know what, Gavin? What's your artistic breakdown of this message?
You know, it's not bad. I think you're right. The simplicity makes it more approachable. But then what they don't know is when things get serious, we switch the board around.
Yep.
What's your message to liberals? So, you know, it's going to be a fun time. Let's hope people down here are willing to chat. I promise we're nice people. We're friendly folks.
You know, one of us was bound to lose something on this adventure, and it seems like Gavin might have lost his cell phone, question mark. I am out here trying to get some responses from the fine people of Branson. Haven't had a lot of interest, to be honest. These people have taken one look at us and been like, we don't want to fuck with you guys at all. It's a pretty beautiful day out, you know, definitely overcast in comparison to yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a one-of-a-kind day in March. It was, hey, how are you guys? Had some people scream, had some people holler. Nobody really wants to be on camera for very long. I think that's something that maybe we can report back to you guys, that in the Ozarks in Branson, people just, they don't want to be on camera as much. And that's interesting. You know, I had a guy, he was talking to me and he was like, you know, what are you? And I was like, oh, I'm an independent, which is what I tell everybody whenever I'm doing anything like this. I'm just an independent because I want to hear what they have to say. You guys hear what I have to say all the fucking time. I want to hear what these people have to say when I'm out here doing that. I don't want to argue with anybody. I don't want to debate with anybody. I'm just here to collect their thoughts. I'm here to be a fly on the wall. I'm trying to show everybody, you know, what people out here have to say and what people here think. So I never try and tell anybody that I don't vote. I don't have any opinions. I don't, you know, whatever. Just tell me what you think. And the guy was like, oh, my daughter's like you know. She votes libertarian, and I always tell her she's wasting her vote. You know, the Democratic Party left you guys 40 years ago, all that stuff. Gavin's come back.
Nope.
No dice on the missing cell phone, which also happens to have a lot of footage on it for us, but also I'm just mourning Gavin's loss of the phone. I think we're still going to find it, though. I'm hopeful we're still going to find it. I think we should go back to the Trump Superstore. Are you sure you had it when we were down here?
I'm almost sure. Or at least I would have noticed if I had it. And yeah, all I care about is the footage. I don't even care about the phone.
Yeah, we got a bunch of great footage that I'm sure that, you know, you guys will understand. Not salting a wound right now, but anyway, we'll try and find it, definitely. Determined to find Gavin's phone and get our first day of footage back, we hurried back to the hotel to try and track the phone from his laptop and see if a good Samaritan had turned it into a nearby shop.
Hey, Zach, what's the email you used?
ZachPolston7@gmail.com.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're gonna have to message the dude who stole my phone.
Yeah, walk us through what happened, Gavin. What did we find when we got back to the hotel?
Okay. So yeah, basically, we filming?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah, so we thought that my stolen phone, or my lost phone, was lost, but in fact it appears to have been stolen by someone who's now parked out front of the Castle of Chaos, an attraction which actually is not all that far from where we are, but is quite some distance from where I lost the phone.
Oh, somebody's calling. All right, that recording was just interrupted by a phone call. It looks like whoever found your phone was at the Wax Museum.
Apparently. So this is wild. We just thought it was stolen. We called the Wax Museum. They said, nope, it's not here, even though it says it is here. But mere seconds later, we get a phone call, and apparently it has been turned in. So I have no idea why someone picked up my lost phone in downtown Branson, historic downtown Branson, about a 12-minute car ride from here, drove it to the Hollywood Wax Museum, aka the Castle of Chaos, which is not convenient to where I lost it. It would have made a lot more sense to turn it into a business in that vicinity. Either way, it's actually kind of convenient because it's pretty close to where we are right now.
We're gonna go find it. Let's rock and roll.
We're not off the hook yet. There's a chance it's not my phone. There's a chance that...
I refuse to live in that reality until we're confronted by it. Let's mosey on.
His phone, we locked it from afar. We made it play noise for a while. It became obvious. Oh shit. Oh shit. Here he comes. Here he comes. Glad that I was recording. We are going to hear from the horse's mouth right here if he was able to get it or not. Gavin, what's the word?
That was not it, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not it.
Oh. Heartbreak.
Yeah.
We're not giving up hope yet.
Yeah. I guess we should just walk around this place.
Yeah, do you want to park?
Yeah.
Shit. Here, take the phone and let everybody know what happened.
Yeah, so I went in there and apparently the phone they found was not my phone. It was someone else's. So that was the worst case scenario, which means someone around here either has my fucking phone. If we could set up that hotspot, we can check on the laptop again, maybe?
Yeah. Here it's gonna start blinking if you want to put your seatbelt on. Oh, this is great content, great hand content. Is it still saying it's here?
Yep, same place.
Oh, here this car is trying to leave. Crime is out of control. Gavin is pivoting, and he's ready to become Anarchist Berry.
Yup. My phone is lost at this place with fucking King Kong on top. Some asshole is parked out here with my phone in their car.
At the Hollywood Wax Museum. So the real bitch of this whole thing is that we know that Gavin's phone is in one of these fucking cars. Potentially the dumpster over here. He hasn't been too excited to dive for his lost footage, unless we're real certain it's in there. But I am.
I did not see it.
I am. Yeah, empty dumpster. That means it's got to be in one of these fucking cars. That means that we were robbed in the city of Branson. The Vanguard gets robbed in Trump country. You know, somewhat poetic.
All right, so perhaps this is the beginning of my new not having a phone arc. I have been thinking for a while about escaping the, clutch of cell phones and the addiction associated with them. So, maybe this is a sign from God. Maybe this is fate. Who knows? I'm trying to look at this optimistically. That's what a couple beers will do to you.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, when we were first starting the podcast, I went like a solid 12 months without having a phone, and it was awesome. As long as one of us has a phone, we can pretty much go anywhere and do anything.
You seemed way happier back then.
Bro, I was not addicted to Twitter.
I'm just kidding. You seem happy now too, but I do feel like, I'll even catch myself judging other people for always being on their phone, and then I'll realize that's me too, And it would be cool to take a break. So maybe that's in my future. Unfortunately, got to stay up to date, but that's what laptops are for.
There you go. Just bring your laptop everywhere.
Yeah.
Be old school. All right. Hey, bro, a little St. Patrick's Day cheer.
Yeah, I got some green beer.
Woo! Yo, rolling.
All right, so I'm gonna try to locate this device again and see if it's in the same place it was the last time we looked, which of course was the House of Wax, and yeah, it's moved.
Oh, shit.
Now it appears to be in a different parking lot, potentially,
Oh, shit, dude, we gotta go there.
near the 7 Brew Coffee.
Bro, we gotta go there, and also we have to take a good look at all the cars that are there.
The only thing is, this could be a fuck ton of cars.
I know, but we only had like 12 cars in the last parking lot, and I have footage of all of them, so we could kind of cross-reference them while we're out there.
Yeah, but then what would we do if we actually, what are we gonna do? Fucking say, hey, is my phone in your
If
car?
somebody steals your car, you're allowed to just break the window with a bat and take it back, right?
I mean, maybe you literally saw it in there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be looking into people's cars, and also, what if by the time we get there, they've already moved on? They might just be getting coffee.
Yeah.
Or at the Walmart. Yeah, they're at that Walmart that we were at this morning.
Near the coffee place. I'll play the sound again.
Yeah, somebody definitely snatched your phone, dude. That's so fucked up.
I know. Someone literally just took my phone and now I'm tracking it as they move throughout Branson with it in their car.
Do you think this is a targeted crime? Do you think they knew what we were up to in their community and now they're trying to pay some sort of retribution?
LOL, devices stopped ringing. So every time I hit play sound now, they
Oh yeah, dude, keep doing that shit. Just be like, give me back my phone, dog. I need that footage, please.
I'm begging with this guy.
Bro. Just be like, come on, it's a worthless fucking phone. Just give me my phone back, please, dog.
Alright, I just sent another message to my phone saying, please leave my phone somewhere. There's a bunch of footage on there I need.
Well, okay, bet. That's a good way of doing it. Like, we're not interested in any criminal activity. No. We can't call the pigs. We don't believe in that.
No, I'm not trying to fucking ambush this dude.
Gavin, I already told you I got a Louisville Slugger in the backseat of the car. I don't want to have to bust any kneecaps in. I'm not prepared to do it over property. What I am prepared to do it is over our footage, bro.
Yeah. And luckily, like, I think we still have enough footage to make the documentary, but guys, there was a lot of good shit. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. There's a lot of good shit on that fucking
Gavin's
phone.
not drunk. He's emotionally distressed, guys. Look at the anguish this man is under. Both of us, we can hardly speak. We can hardly contain it. Academy Award-winning footage lost. We can track it down. Send another message, Gavin. Plead with this guy.
What's your number, Zach? Okay. I want him to call that phone so we can set up a meeting. Or not even a meeting, just fucking leave the shit.
Leave it at the Walmart front desk, bro. Be like you found it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I'll keep playing that fucking sound. Let's go to war with this son of a bitch. Whoever this godless asshole is that stole your phone. This maggot.
It's going.
Gavin's going full Karen Kasparian and I'm going Jank Uger. I will cheerlead him into the darkness.
The device has stopped ringing.
Ring it again.
Device is ringing.
Hell yeah, dude. We're fighting these guys with our only power right now.
I should just send another message that says, like, the police are on their way.
Bro, that play with fire. Say it. What do we have to lose at this point? Dude, just be like, bro, the police are on their way to Walmart. Like, we don't want to do this. But we're obviously not going to call the police because ACAB. What if this guy got killed over Gavin's phone? I know.
Like, then he's just going to, like, throw my phone in the trash and abscond, you know? Like, or something like that. Like,
bro, that would be better for us. I think you can get the fucking footage out of that if he destroys your phone.
I don't know.
As opposed to just never finding it again?
Yeah, but I'm just like, there could be a peaceful diplomatic resolution.
That is what the peaceful oh, come on, bro. Diplomatic resolution?
Threatening him.
But sometimes you have to play hardball.
Here's my phone in some random parking lot. First it was at the Hollywood Wax Museum. Now it's in a Walmart parking lot. A Walmart that we were at.
We filmed that earlier.
Yeah, literally we were there. You guys saw the shit. So this is crazy, guys. And like, if it was like an address, I would go there. But again, it's just a parking lot. Think about how many cars, given the traffic we just saw. Think about how many cars are going to be parked here.
Bro, send the next message. We're on our way. Type it in while I'm watching the screen. Let's go, everybody. We're playing hardball, okay? This is how we roll over here at the Casa del Vanguard. I'm forcing Gavin. Just be like, we're on our way, dog. Oh, shit. He's fucking with the pigs, bro. He's using the pigs in name only. I swear to God, neither of us would ever dial 911. Dude, do it. There you go, brother. There you go. We're playing with fire over here. These guys are going to come kill us, and now they have my phone number. Gavin and I are about to relive the plot of a Nicholas Winding Refn movie. We are about to have to drive our asses somewhere else if we want to live. I would play the sound again. Let's just fuck with these guys. Come on. Let's be antagonists. These guys stole your phone. And I know my assumption is that it was guys that saw us filming because you didn't leave your phone for very long. They saw what our sign said.
Yeah.
And they wanted to fuck with us.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I had that thought. I was like, you know,
even though it wasn't very antagonistic or provocative. All right, so we're here at the Walmart parking lot. Looks like indeed it's still here. We're in the same parking lot as my phone, guys. Literally right now, as you can see, last seen just now. Not seen by us, but apparently by this technology. Yeah, we're here dealing with the savage indecency because apparently you can't leave your phone on a park bench in this town for more than 5 minutes without some dude snatching it up. Hopefully we can find this shit.
But we were under the impression that we were in good old boy country. Unfortunately not. Yeah. MAGA country. Only a veneer of friendliness. A hollow, shallow veneer of friendliness. They gave us shots. They gave us free shit. And then when we were like, hey, do you want to explain your politics on camera? No. Do you want to, you know, live by your values of not stealing and not committing crime? No. What the fuck? I would have taken my chances with the city folk.
It's ringing right now. Let's see if we can find it.
Maybe it's in that dumpster.
Honestly, that is actually potentially where it is. It looks like this might be where it is. Maybe. I mean, it kind of looked like that on the map, right? It kind of led us to a dumpster where somebody probably threw it away.
I mean, not really. It was just like in the middle of the...
All right, it appears against all odds we might have found Gavin's phone. We may have tracked it down. Guys, this seems fake. We spent all fucking day doing this.
Oh, dude.
It's ringing.
This
You can
is
hear it
crazy.
ringing.
All right, let's go.
Gavin goes dumpster diving. Here we go. There we go. Gavin hates germs more than me. That's why I stuck my head there and got it for him. Holy shit, dude, we found it. They just... This is a
This
miracle.
is why they got scared. Because remember this message we sent?
Yeah, the cops are on their way. Dude, I told you that shit would work. Bro, that's a miracle that we found that shit.
Oh my god. Crazy. We fucking found it, bro.
Dude, it seems people are gonna think we fucked this whole thing up and just like...
No, we literally fucking got that shit. Fucking
Bro, we were down bad for a little bit, but we stuck to... I never gave up hope. I told Gavin, I was like, we're gonna find this motherfucker or we're gonna find your phone.
Shit.
And we found the phone in the trash can. Right, they dumped it. We followed these motherfuckers from the downtown area all the way to the Hollywood Wax Museum. Let's make sure we don't get hit by a fucking car. Here, let's just stand here and finish filming. Okay. Because I don't want to be those jackasses.
Full of nervous energy.
We found it. Dude, we have the footage back.
Thank Christ.
Hell yeah.
Thank Christ. Now the only thing I need to work on is unlocking it. Because after I was convinced we had lost it, I put it on full lockdown mode. So let's hope we can get back into it tonight. Either way, what a fucking miracle in the garbage bin of a Walmart parking lot. And honestly, I mean, it's very possible that they could have taken out that trash before we even arrived, Zach. Like we could have got here, an hour later, and the trash could have got taken out. And then we would have really been fucked. Because obviously we can't go to some dump, but we found that shit, bro.
Holy shit. We never gave up hope. We knew we were going to find it. Mission accomplished.
Wow.
All right, further providing evidence that Gavin actually was reunited with his phone. Here it is. And also, he had to immediately email his father to be like, you know what, actually, Dad, scratch that. The phone is fine. We found it from a trash can.
Yeah, honestly, absolutely crazy. I still am in total shock that this all happened, or it turned out this way. I was, completely mentally prepared to just say adios to this guy and all of the footage on it, which is really the important thing. To me, like I mentioned, a phone is a phone, but footage can't be replicated. And here we have all of that great footage. So it's awesome to be reunited with it because I got some shots I was really proud of, I got some shots I was really proud of. Either way, yeah, crazy end to our second day in Branson. Definitely put us on a different trajectory than we were expecting. But it made for real cinema, I'll say that.